hold this one?
Yeah, you have to hold it.
Sorry, okay, Miles 10. All right, sweet. I think we're close-ish. Hey, do we have a second mic?
No, just the one.
Okay.
Can you come back, use it for challenge, or?
Will you talk for a minute, too?
You want me just to give it to you? Give you the rundown?
I will be soon as I start. Welcome to the 2020 Pit Crew Challenge. I'm Miles Hasselquist alongside Blake Wilkie. We're doing the Pit Crew Challenge with ProEagle Jack, Buggy Whips, and Boxo Tools. I don't know, you're part of their team, all three of them, aren't you, Blake?
Yeah, I mean, I've been running Boxo Tools in my trailer forever. ProEagle, changing my tires every time I need to pull my car out of the trailer, and my Buggy Wipes always shining bright, or a task light, whatever need be.
So we got a lot of cars tonight. It's going to be the fastest one to put gas in their vehicle and change a tire. So Travis, will you give us a quick rundown on the rules, how we're going to do this?
Okay, so when we say go, they'll come grab 10 gallons of fuel, go back to the fuel.
And you're saying fuel, but we're actually using water for safety, correct?
Correct. We use water with some little dye in it to make it look like fuel. They'll go back, dump 10 gallons of fuel, come back, grab a jack, go back, take a tire off. As soon as the tire hits the ground, comes back up, goes back on the car, they come back, hit the stop button. That's their time.
Well, perfect, Travis. I appreciate it. We're going to get this thing started. We got two teams at a time going. Looks like it's going to be Dan Wyrick and John Matthews, I believe. We got the ProEagle Jacks ready, got the Boxo Tools ready to rock and roll, and these Buggy Whips are lit up and ready to have a good time. Blake, we were doing this last year. We had a good time with it, didn't we?
Oh, yeah. I was with the ZRP boys and my boy Jake, again, who I'm doing it with this time, so I might have to break away. We had a good time. We were the first team to go, so I think we set a little bit of a learning curve for everyone else. This year, obviously, we're going to be going a little bit back in the pack, so we'll be able to see where we can make our moves, make up some time, and do our best to hopefully come away at least on the box.
Well, here in a minute, I think I'm going to have James Cantrell do one too, so you'll have to take over the mic for a little bit. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight. This is the 2020 Pit Crew Challenge, sponsored by ProEagle Jacks, Boxo Tools, and Buggy Whips.
I believe we got some prizes for the top 3 teams as well.
Is it going to be some tools and a jack, I would assume?
And maybe a whip. Who would have thought, brother? Yeah.
Well, it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you guys are back home tuned in. Ultra4racing.com/live. Get on the King of the Hammers Facebook. Hit that share button. Get on the Ultra4 Instagram. Hashtag it up. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight right here in the middle of Hammertown. We're just south of the Tribe 16 fire pit. It's been a long week. It's been a fun week, and we got a lot of action yet to come.
And a cold week.
Yeah, it's been cold, it's been windy, but it looks like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we're going to be in the 70s, so the weather is going to start cooperating. Tomorrow we'll have the 4-wheel parts every man challenge starting at 7:55 in the morning, so tune in tomorrow, PST.
I don't got nothing right now. We're just waiting for these.
So 4 people can touch the car at a time, so it can be the driver can stay in the vehicle if they want, or he can get out and help change the tire and put some fuel in.
So, dump gas. We run over to grab the jack under the car, take the wheel off, put the wheel back on. As soon as the tire hits the ground, we hit the button.
Looks like we have 10-gallon jugs down here. We'll go put them in the little fuel tank over on the other side. Then come over, grab the ProEagle jack and the Boxo Tools socket. Hit the power tank impact. Change that tire quick. What do you think the quick time's going to be? I'm going to guess probably about 35, 40 seconds. What are you thinking, Blake?
Oh man, that's pretty quick. I mean, I think it's doable right around there. But if someone could break 30, that'd be a record, I feel like.
All right, looks like we're getting thumbs up. These Buggy Whips are about to be lit. We got 2 teams, Dan Wyrick and John Matthews. Here we go. So we got fuel going in. We got the Buggy Whips. And these things are heavy. It's hard to carry. So we got the ProEagle jacks getting ready to be grabbed.
That 35-second mark, I don't know about that, bro. We're already 15 seconds deep without the fuel. Ooh, these guys.
So we may be around that minute mark here in a little bit. We'll see what happens. Looks like Dan Wyrick's got the fuel put in, got the Buggy Whip, the ProEagle jack. The Buggy Whip's lit up. We got the Boxo Tools sockets going. We're on the passenger front tire on Dan Wyrick's car. We're looking right around 40 seconds right now. Wyrick puts the tire down. Matthews is grabbing his. We got the power tank and the Boxo Tools. Who's going to light up this Buggy Whip first?
Oh, Myrick's team's got it all day right now. They got their tire off. They're going back on. They're about to drop. They're coming in hot right now. I like it.
We're at a minute right now. Sounds like the power tank's going. He's going to come over here and light up the Buggy Whip. Looks like an unofficial time of 1:06 by Dan Wyrick's team. John Matthews are still working on it. But Dan Wyrick lit up that Buggy Whip. The ProEagle jacks worked. Power tank's got the air coming to it. And these Boxo Tools sockets are really working well. I'll have my Boxo Tools wrench mic in the pits tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. Here comes John Matthews, lights up that Buggy Whip. So it looks like Dan Wyrick will advance with an unofficial time of 1:06. So Blake, do you think we're going to beat that minute mark?
Oh, the minute marker for sure be beat. These guys obviously had to learn it for the first time. You're not going to say that they had any major hiccups, but they definitely had a couple hiccups. So I think with that being said, 6 seconds should be easy to shave off. But again, 6 seconds is in a 1 minute challenge is a significant amount of time.
How fun was it battling earlier with Lauren Healy at the lake bed launch? You guys were doing the jump champs. That was pretty cool to see. And you came out on top, I think.
It was sketchy, man. That wind with the rear engine car, that big kite up front. It's just, it's not really meant to do it, but we make it work. So Lauren, dude, he was flying. Did you see his qualifying today?
He's on top with a, what was it, a 235, I believe?
Whatever it was, just watching him was like, he's staying on top of everything. He was never falling in any of those holes or those rocks. He's skipping across them like you're skipping a rock across water, man.
Our official insurance of Ultra 4 Progressives throwing out shirts to the crowd. So give these gals a big wave and get some swag. I'm wearing my off-the-grid gloves. It's cold out here. Got my Nitto jacket on. But we are hot and heavy for the 2020 Pit Crew Challenge, brought to you by Buggy Whips, ProEagle Jack, and Boxo Tools. Blake, you staying warm enough, buddy?
I'm freezing, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's chilly, man. It's the breeze whenever she picks up, dude. You get a little shiver in your bones. I got some warmer clothes at the trailer, but once I heard I was announcing with you, I was like, I guess I'm stuck with it. So we'll power through just like always.
Yeah, I was up on stage all day long for the 4-wheel parts qualifier on the Ford qualifying track for the 2020 Nitto King of the Hammers, powered by Optima Battery. Up next, it looks like Mr. Matt Howe with Tribe 16's got the 4510 out.
This is interesting. He's getting out of the car. The last two drivers chose to stay in the car. I'm not sure if he's going to be helping or not, but I think a four-man team could have its benefits if you work together the proper way. But if you know what you're doing, I mean, 3 men can be enough. So I'm interested to see if he's going to help out his crew.
The Tribe 16 crew, they're always putting full effort in, so it'll be really cool to see. Got Andrew, looks like Neil, got Matt, we got Josh. They're getting ready to throw down a quick time.
They look serious. They look serious. They obviously got a little game plan. Looks like they're strategizing right now. Their moves and their dance moves, because it is a dance out there with this fuel. I mean, there's a few things you can do right and a few things you can do wrong, but you keep your cool, keep it smooth, you're gonna set a good time.
Looks like we have Chase Caprera gonna go head-to-head with Matt Howe. Rock Rage Racing. They've got a UTV out here. 4 people can touch the car at a time. This is the 2020 Pit Crew Challenge, brought to you by Buggy Whips, Boxo Tools, and ProEagle Jack.
I don't know about you.
We got the power tank ready to throw some air out to these impacts.
I don't know about you, but these whips are so dang bright right here. They're kind of hurting my eyes. They're so bright.
It's dark outside. I may have to put my sunglasses on over these Buggy Whips.
I agree. I've actually rolled my car 3 times, and I still got the same Buggy Whip. So these things are pretty durable, I'll tell you what.
And you play a lot in Glamis, if I'm not mistaken, right? Out there in those huge desert dunes?
Yeah, I mean, it's just ultimate freedom. Go and do whatever you want at your own leisure. Find some big jumps, hit some bowls, have lunch in the dunes. I mean, that's my home.
Well, I've also think I've seen you play around in Las Vegas, too, at one time, didn't you?
Yeah, Urban Assault 2, we did it legally that time. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's always, I'm a huge fan of yours. You put on a great show, but we got Tribe 16 and Chase Caprera getting ready to go head-to-head in the Pit Crew Challenge. Getting the fuel all switched up, getting the ProEagle Jacks set up, got the Buggy Whips turned off, got the Boxo tool sockets logged on to the impact, getting the power tank turned on. We're going head-to-head, Matt Howe and Chase Caprera. Thanks for turning that off, Blake. Those things are blinding me.
I told you, man, they're bright.
But they're also for safety when you're out playing in the dune, so they can see you coming up the other side of the dune when you're crossing the top, right?
That, or if you're parked. I've had friends break down in the middle of the dunes, and it's an awesome signal for safety, also for finding people, and just
and cool points.
I mean, I also have a little lead on mine where I can, in my tool bag, where I can use a couple alligator clamps, clamp it to my battery, and use it as a task light anywhere you want with 360 view, and it'll fit in tight spots if you break down. So, I mean, it can work as one of the most efficient task lights that you always have on hand.
And these are LED, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yep, the lumens are ridiculous. I'd say the lumen output is 25% more than the closest competitor for sure. Gearing up. Looks like we're getting into position. Travis, our green light man, he's ready to rip. These teams are gonna get into position, and we're gonna run this battle royale, baby.
Miles of Tim, are we working good? So Matt Howell, Chase Capera getting ready to go head-to-head for the 2020 Pit Crew Challenge. The ProEagle jacks are ready. The Buggy whips are getting ready to get lit up. The Boxo tool sockets are ready on the end of that power tank. You can have 4 people helping out at a time. The light is lit. Neil's got the jug. Rock Rage is going. Chase is going to stab her in. We got the Tribe 16 against Rock Rage going to town at it. We got our worn mats on the ground, keeping everybody safe. This is going to be a close one. This is going to go head-to-head.
I mean, these boys are moving. These boys are moving.
So Chase Capera gets the jack first. This is going to be down to the wire. We have the Tribe 16 versus Rock Rage. They are going after it.
Savage. Look at this dude. He's just monkeying that thing. Oh, I love it.
So we have Matt Howell, Chase Capera going head-to-head, going down. It looks like Chase has a lead on Matt. The Tribe 16's looking good. This is going to be close. This will be down to the wire. We're at the 51-second mark right now.
Both tires are on. They're impacting, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
They got the sockets flying. It's going to be close. They're going to be sprinting to race. Got to put the, looks like Chase Capera just barely beat out Matt Howell with an unofficial 109 for Tribe 16.
Ooh, that was close, man. I was getting pumped up. I was getting warmed up a little bit right there for that one.
So it looks like a 107.8 for Chase Capera.
Those boys in round 1, though, I mean, they're still sitting on top with that unofficial 106. So, I mean, with their fuel tactics and everything, I didn't see too many mistakes, or if many. So it's all about keeping it smooth and just that flow and everybody being on the same page and not fumbling over each other. And I think that's gonna be the team to win.
So yeah, it looks like Dan Wyrick still sitting in that pole position for the 2020 Pit Crew Challenge, brought to you by Buggy Whips, Boxo Tools, and ProEagle Jack. Looks like Chase Capera just knocked out Matt Howell by right around 1 second unofficially. The Progressive girls are out there throwing out the swag. They are the official insurance for Ultra 4. We've got a lot of Fords out on the lake bed. They've jumped up in a huge way, so huge shout out to Ford. Nitto's still our presenting sponsor, our title sponsor for the 2020 Nitto King of the Hammers, powered by Optima Battery. Tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. PST, we'll be sending off the 4-wheel parts Every Man Challenge.
That shit's slippery. I think that's dangerous, Tim.
Honestly, you should probably just lay the bottle
Or Travis. That might be slippery because I've seen a couple people almost slipping on this plastic versus the rock, but.
Part of being in the pits, man.
All right.
We got the Buggy whips lit up.
Yeah, that's you.
Is this a McNamara? Sure is. We'll have Sean and Brian McNamara coming in. Rock Ridge. The 4696 going head to head. Flying little lights at each other. Looks like that's Josh Atterbury, Sean McNamara, and Brian McNamara getting their ProEagle jacks put in.
Oh, somebody lost the bet. Somebody lost the bet.
And we're talking about being cold here, Blake, and he's taking off his Carhartts.
No, thank you, man. No, thank you. I'm good with it. But if this is their good luck charm, let them have it. Boots and undies.
Cowboy boots and red shorts. They're ready to party. Brian and Sean McNamara. They're out of Ridgecrest, California, if I'm not mistaken. They're getting everything lined up, making sure the ProEagle jacks at the right height. The Buggy whip lights are off, getting ready to be lit up. We'll have the Boxo tools sockets ready to rock and roll. The power tanks turned on, getting a game plan.
Little prep work, man, goes a long way. I mean, couple pumps here, couple pumps there, making sure it fits. You saw the last Razor team; they had to literally slam that jack under that front lower arm to get it up, but they got it. So, you think these boys are gonna break the 105 mark?
So McNamara and Josh Atterbury getting ready to go head-to-head. It's still an unofficial 106 by Dan Wyrick's team sitting in that high position.
I'm thinking one of these teams are going to break the 105 mark. You think that? You think that might happen?
It's going to be close. I mean, the top three are within 2 seconds. 106, 107, 108. McNamara getting ready to fire off against Josh Atterbury. This is the 2020 Pit Crew Challenge. We just wrapped up the four-wheel parts qualifier on the Ford qualifying course for Friday's big race. It'll be Lauren Healy and Jason Shear. Both have been kings here. Jason Shear is the current king for the 2020 Nitto King of the Hammers, firing off Friday morning, powered by Optima battery. Thursday, we'll have the T1 Toyo Tire Desert Invitational. Those will be the T1 Unlimited trucks. Have all the big names that race all over down in Baja and whatnot. We'll have Rod Mack, Robbie Gordon, Bryce Menzies, all the McMillans, Nick Nelson. We got a stacked field. We just heard Casey Curry off his Dakar win is going to race his trophy Jeep. And don't forget, we have the Progressive King of the Motos on Saturday. We'll have live music on the Monster Band most nights. What a great week it is here on the lake bed for the week of the 2020 Nitto King of the Hammers, powered by Optima battery. Blake, I'm having fun. I hope you are too, buddy.
Oh, this is rad, man. It's definitely fun to be here, and I'm going to be racing with the Hall brothers actually on Friday. Those boys are part of the Shreddy family. Super solid team. They built their whole 4400 truck off of generator power in the boonies. Talk about determination, and those guys are top-notch dudes. So I'm excited to co-drive with them for the first half of the race with Nick, and then we're going to pass it to his brother John, and hopefully cross that finish line. They're the underdogs, but they know what they're doing.
And you'll have your ProEagle jack and your Boxo tools in the pits ready to fix anything you need, right?
Absolutely. They go on every desert trip with me because I hate having to borrow people's tools or not knowing what I don't have, because my small box is equipped to basically take my entire car apart without a doubt.
Everybody's getting their game plan going, getting the fuel transferred. We got the ProEagle jacks down here, the Boxo tools, and the Buggy whips will be lit up here shortly.
It's funny, these teams are both on the same team, but polar opposite outfits. I mean, we got full pit support race gear, and then we got the chonies. I like it. I like it.
These guys will be racing tomorrow in the four-wheel parts Every Man Challenge. Getting ready to kick off this Pit Crew Challenge. Dan Wyrick with a 106 still in the lead. Chase Capera just edged out the Tribe 16 crew with Matt Howe. We'll have some drivers' meetings later on this evening. Cracker Fab versus Rock Ridge.
I wonder if they meant to turn their jack around like this. I wonder if they're coming in, swooping it in, and driving it straight in, whereas this, you got to kind of bring the jack in, do a 180, and then stab it. So, we'll see.
Making sure the buggy whips are in order. Looks like everybody's ready to rock and roll. We got Josh Atterbury versus the McNamara brothers. Be doing 10 gallons of fuel into our fake fuel cell for safety. Then they'll grab their ProEagle jack, Boxo tool socket, and then they'll light up these buggy whips. Making sure the power tank's rocking ready. Travis is getting everything lined out.
Oh yeah, you guys don't even have a yeah, these guys might want to put the right socket on the impact. Good thing you came over and checked that, because it was about go time.
That one's got an extension.
Wow, got an extension.
Dustin.
Come at me, bro. 7/8 right here. You want this long or this thing?
No, come on. I see the 7/8. I don't even need an extension.
Getting the Boxo tool sockets on the end of their impact, connected to their power tank. This is the 2020 Pit Crew Challenge, brought to you by ProEagle, Buggy Whips, and Boxo Tools. Be handing out some prizes at the end. A few jacks.
There. Travis caught it real quick.
I like it. These boys are playing fair. We got some of the organizers coming through to make sure the lids and jacks and everything's all tight and right and proper to where it's even. But it's looking like it's go time. Let's check it out.
3, 2, 1. The buggy whip is lit, grabbing the fuel jug. They're racing back and forth. The McNamara's versus Atterbury boys in the stock class. Throwing fuel, splashing each other a little bit. It looks like it's going to be a close one. They're getting ready to get all the fuel in.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's close. It's close.
McNamara got the leading edge just by about a second. These guys are all business, grabbing the jack, grabbing the Boxo tools, trying to light up their buggy whip first.
Work it, boys. Work it. Woo.
They are neck and neck, trying to get the tire put back on. Those ProEagle jacks lifting it up off the ground. They got those cool extensions. They're off-road jacks. Getting ready to sprint over and light up this buggy whip. Who's it going to be, Blake?
I'm going right side. I mean,
looks like McNamara has the edge. It's going to be close. Is it going to be Atterbury, McNamara? It is going to be McNamara lining up their buggy whip. They got the Jake. It looks like we have an unofficial new leader with a 1:04. McNamara in the lead, just edged out Dan Wyrick by 2 full seconds unofficially.
that was quick, man. I mean, I think the slip might have helped him just slip right into position to slide that ProEagle into place, man. It was, yeah, good thing he had his speed suit on, but he might be leaving with a cherry on his knee.
Gonna crawl over and put that Carhartt back on here shortly, get worn back up. Heck over to the Tribe 16 fire pit later on tonight. So I think Josh Atterbury was unofficially right around that 111. So McNamara in the lead unofficially with a 1:04 for the Pit Crew Challenge tonight. Getting the fuel transferred over, getting the buggy whips relit, reset. Got the ProEagle jacks back over here, got the Boxo tool sockets getting rearranged, making sure the power tank's back to turned on. This has been a lot of fun tonight. What are you thinking, Blake?
McNamara's team, I feel like they had a slight advantage with their hub. They have a centering hub to where basically you can rest the center of the wheel on that hub, you can rotate it, and you don't have to necessarily have the weight of the tire on your hands and in your hands to locate it on those studs. So once they got it on there, they were able to spin it and just clock it right in, which can save, you know, that extra second or two, which gave them the edge.
So we got Chuck from ProEagle over here. You guys put this on last year. It's been a lot. It was a huge hit last year. It's a lot of fun. Those ProEagle jacks are really working good, aren't they, Chuck?
Yeah, they're putting in work tonight. They had a couple of issues earlier, but that had nothing to do with the jacks, so they're still working flawlessly. So.
And there's a couple different sizes, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, so we've got all the way from a 1.5 ton through all the way up to a 3 ton, and even a special UTV jack that works off of CO2.
And then we got the Boxo tools and the buggy whips all lit up. Looks like Dawson Allington's coming in. So Chuck, are you going to give out a jack to one of the fastest guys tonight?
Yeah, so the winner will get 2 jacks plus a Boxo toolbox and some buggy whips.
That's awesome. Yeah, you guys have been all over the desert scene for the last couple years. You've really stepped up the game. It seems like everything's going good on your end, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really exploding. It's everywhere from the full-on racers to trophy truck drivers to the guys out in Florida with the donkey trucks.
Well, thanks again, Chuck, with ProEagle. He's one of our main sponsors tonight for the Pit Crew Challenge. We'll get Boxo tools here shortly. Buggy whips. And I know Blake runs all 3 of these brands. Takes them with him to all his desert trips.
One other thing I'd like to mention that's really badass about these ProEagle jacks is on the belly of it, the jack has a flat surface.
So kind of like a skid plate then, right?
Exactly. Not only for, if you're running through the rock with the thing, but if you do put it like where I go to Glamis in the soft sand, a beautiful thing about it is once it hits that sand, you have a big platform, you have a big base. So it'll still lift your vehicle up in the air with that base, which is, it's worth its weight in gold.
Looks like Jason Blanton's coming in to race against Dawson Allington and Pearson. Going to go head-to-head, Jason Blanton versus Dawson Allington for the 2020 Pit Crew Challenge, brought to you by ProEagle Jacks, Boxo Tools, and Buggy Whips. Getting all the fuel lined up, getting the right sockets turned on, resetting the lights on these Buggy Whips, and getting the ProEagle Jack all lined up. Looks like Chris Ray's going to be helping over with Dawson. Jason Blanton's going to get his hands dirty tonight. Hey, Blake, what team are you helping tonight?
I'm going to be helping my buddy Jake with his team. He's also a former ex-comp Gladiator Tires athlete, and Jake Versian. And he's a bad dude, man. He had a little unfortunate luck, but he still drove with three tires, I believe, 60 miles to get some extra points throughout his race on Saturday with the side-by-sides. So.
Well, it's cool to see you coming in the mix. I think I'm going to help James Cantrell later on in the 502 Mad Ram 11 UTV. So we'll both get our hands dirty tonight, have a little fun. Good luck to you. You're going to need it.
I do this so often. Last year I had like 42 activations, so I'm pretty handy with my jack and my impact.
Getting everything dialed in. Jason Blanton, Dawson Allington will be taking off soon for this Pit Crew Challenge tonight. Travis is getting the Buggy Whip lights all reset. Looks like Dawson's going to stay in the driver's seat tonight. Jason Bland's out of the car, getting ready to get his hands dirty. Jason Blanton's, I believe, 3rd place today for the 4-wheel parts qualifier on the Ford qualifying course. Got his Nitto race suit on, getting ready to change that Nitto tire. Looks like Dawson's going to change his left rear tire. Blanton's going to change his driver's side front. Everything's about set up, getting the power tank reset. They both have their ProEagle jacks, their Boxo tool sockets. About to light up these buggy whips.
I'm assuming that they're doing the rear tire once again because of that hub concentric that will basically locate it to where they could spin it, clock it, slam it on. You know.
Teamwork makes dream work. Looks like Mac Nanera is going to be helping Dawson's team. You can have 4 people getting their hands dirty. Everybody's getting lined up. Travis is about to light that first one. 3, 2, 1. We are back in action. Jason Blanton's grabbing it. Got Chris Ray and Sean McNamara. Looks like Blanton's team's got the edge just a little bit. Got 4 people running the fuel. Then they'll be coming back to grab their ProEagle jack.
This is close, man. This is close. Here we go. Here we go. Both neck and neck. This is a tight one.
We just saw Sean McNamara throw down an unofficial 103. Blanton's getting that Nitto tire off. Dawson's getting his left rear off. Looks like Dawson Allington's having a little bit of issue on air. Blanton's got his tire back on. Boom, lights up that buggy whip with an unofficial time of 55 seconds.
Yeah.
So it looks like we may have a new leader, Jason Blanton. He's been used to being in that top spot today. He sat in the 4-wheel parts hot seat all day long. Threw a 2:39 down this morning. And then Lauren Healy finally bumped him out by 3 full seconds.
Put the gun on the other. Put the gun on the other.
Progressive Insurance throwing out some shirts. So everybody here on site, give them a wave. They'll throw you some swag. So Jason Blanton, I think you're in the hot seat once again, unofficially 55 seconds. So you shaved off 7 full seconds off Mac Manera.
Is that first place?
So far, you're sitting in the hot seat. You've been doing good today, haven't you, buddy?
Good day. Today's a great day. Let's even get this one right here.
Yeah, you threw that Nitto tire on the ground, bounced right back up, threw it on, and you are unofficially in the lead so far for the 2020 Pit Crew Challenge.
That was quick, boys. Hats off. Yeah, nice work.
Well, hopefully you'll get a couple jacks, Jason. We'll see how it shakes out.
That's what's up right there. I mean, earlier we were talking about a couple seconds, but 7 seconds? Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, we were wondering if we were going to get below that 1 minute mark, and Jason Blanton just got a 55-second run. We're getting the fuel reset, getting the ProEagle jacks back. Switch over their Boxo tool sockets. Reset these buggy whip lights.
Don't jump down too fast. Your feet are cold. Oh, it's got like a little shockwave on my hooves.
The wind's still blowing just a tick here in Hammertown in Southern California. We kicked off the week on Saturday for the Can-Am UTV qualifier. They raced on Sunday for the Can-Am UTV King of the Hammers race. Hunter Miller won that. Kyle Cheney right behind him. And then Phil Blurton Jr. got 3rd place. Then yesterday we had the qualifying for the 4-wheel parts Everyman Challenge. Cade Rod got the fastest time of the day yesterday. Last night we watched the Holly EFI shootout brought to you by King Shocks Action Sports Canopy. And then today we had the 4-wheel parts qualifier for the 2020 Nitto King of the Hammers powered by Optima Battery. Now we're right here in line for the Pit Crew Challenge. And tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., PST will be kicking off the 4-wheel parts everyman challenge. We got Boxo Tools over here. We got Jake over here with Boxo Tools. You got plenty of sockets, lots of toolboxes. This has been fun, isn't it?
Yes, sir. You know, we're really excited to be a part of this. We're super stoked to be out here in Hammertown supporting King of the Hammers and the great organization that it is, and an awesome race, and enjoying the time with everybody out here.
And I just want to do a personal thank you. I got a 7/8 Boxo wrench for my pits tomorrow. Thanks for that, man.
Yeah, we're super excited to see you using that wrench out there, and it'll be exciting.
Yeah, I'll be in the pits Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So, and I believe you have some inventory here to sell some tools this week, right?
Yeah, come by. We have the new King of the Hammers Jeep Trail off-road kit. It's got the King of the Hammers logo on it. Everything you need out on the trail to get back if anything happens to break. Got lots of specials on toolboxes and lots of tools.
And are you giving away a set of tools tonight, I would assume, to one of these winners?
Yeah, so the winner's going to take home a hand carry box loaded down with Boxo tools. And yeah, we're excited.
Well, thanks again, Boxo Tools, for jumping on board. We just had ProEagle jacks. We'll get Buggy whips up next. So thanks again, Boxo Tools, for being a part of the Pit Crew Challenge.
Thank you. Good luck to all the competitors.
So far, unofficially, it is Jason Blanton with a 55-second run.
Yeah, that was quick. I mean, that was real quick. They were ahead of them, though. I'd say they had a second or two edge on them coming into that. I think with this cold air, this power tank, I think the regulator might have froze up on them. So we're going to get this figured out right now and then get back to the action and go head-to-head.
So I assume we'll give Dawson a rerun. Looks like Edwin Abb, 4475, will be racing. He's got the King shocks on the front and the rear of that unit. He qualified today. So we'll let Dawson take a rerun on this one. Had a little issue with an impact. Thanks, everybody, tuning in back home. Ultra4racing.com/live. Get on the King of the Hammers Facebook. Hit that share button. Get on the Ultra4 Instagram. Hashtag it up. You're all over the Instagram most of the time, aren't you, Blake?
I mean, Instagram is a very powerful tool. It can be used for so many things. I like to showcase what I do on the daily to come to the desert and have fun and promote some of my partners and also educate some of the youth, because I know when I was little, I was always watching just everything on Desert Rangers, looking at build forums and stuff, and I try to give back to those wanting to build something or get into off-road. You know, a little bit of inside information to help them make that faith into getting off-road and enjoying what we all here to do and enjoy. And at the end of the day, it's all about fun. Everybody here is obviously a competitor by nature, but if you keep it fun, you always win.
It's been a great week thus far, but we have a lot of racing still to come this week. Tomorrow morning we'll be kicking off the 4-wheel parts everyman challenge. We'll have the 4600 Spider Track stock class. We'll have the 4500 Yukon gear and axle modified class, and the 4800 Brannick Motorsports Legends class kicking off at 8 a.m. PST tomorrow morning. So be sure to tune in, ultra4racing.com/live. Looks like we're getting everything lined out. Dawson Allington's going to get a rerun. Had a little issue getting it figured out. Resetting the power tank, resetting the ProEagle jack. Buggy lights, Buggy whips are off. The Boxo tool sockets are ready to rock.
Let's do it. I'm excited. It looks like the fuel's all ready. Everything's in place. Once these boys get into position, we're going. Travis is hitting that Buggy whip, and once that thing goes green, it's go time.
So Dawson Allington, Mark, Chris Ray getting reset. Chris Ray's going to have an early evening. They got to get lined up right around 6 a.m. in the morning. Looks like we have Jesse Balter going to go head-to-head with Dawson Allington's team, Baby Jeep Racing. Looks like Pearson's riding shotgun. Jesse Balter's in the 45-33. He's in the Yukon Gear and Axle modified class. Dawson Allington's in that 4600 Spider Track stock class. The weather is dropping. The wind is starting to blow. But Blake, I'm having fun.
Oh, yeah, this is awesome, man. I love the diverse vehicles you'll see out here, too. You can have everything from, you know, people with stock Jeeps come out here. I've seen a couple of minivans to UTVs, to quads, to bikes, to, you know, the mild and wild. It's cool to see some of the projects that have the old school, old steel bodies and working doors on them still. Those are kind of my favorite. They're a little bit more of a passion projects, and some of them are, again, from mild to wild, but you get a nice mix of things out here, and that's always enjoyable to see people's creativity come through on their builds and the way they do things, and you're never too old to learn something new.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of Fords. I've seen a lot of Ford Raptors out running around. I got a ride with Vaughn Gittin Jr. in his brand new Ranger. We were bombing through the desert, heading out to Lasertown a few days ago. That's where Wyatt's been filming all his talent tank stuff. Looks like the buggy whip's getting ready to be lit up. Jesse Balter versus Dawson Allington. Here we go. It's live. The buggy whip's lit up. Chris Ray grabbing the tank. Jesse Balter versus Dawson Allington. So they'll put that 10 gallons of fuel in the fuel tank over there, and then come over here and grab their ProEagle jack. Run the Boxo tools socket. Looks like Dawson Allington's got a little edge on him. Getting the ProEagle jack lined up. So they're ahead of Jesse Balter so far.
Tighten the jack.
That ProEagle jack's getting the tire off the ground. Take the tire off, let it hit, put it right back on. This is going to be a quick time for Dawson Allington. Chris Ray and Mark over there. Got the buggy whips lit up. Remember, Jason Bland's got a 55. It's going to be close. Looks like they're going to miss the mark by just a few seconds. Lights up the buggy whip light. Looks like an unofficial time of 1:06. So looks like Jason Blanton's still in that top spot. That was a pretty good run though, wasn't it, Blake?
It was a good run. I mean, still, I'm still surprised on how fast that other time was. We might need to take a look at the tape because 55 seconds, I mean, no one's coming close to that right now.
Yeah, he sat in the hot seat this morning during qualifying on that Ford qualifier course. Jason Blanton sitting on top. He may take a couple jacks home. Take some tools home. Jesse Balter still wrestling around a little bit. Gets that buggy whip lit up. Jesse Balter's got that Warren winch up front, the 8274. That's Jesse Balter. So we're getting Jesse Balter off the stage, getting Dawson Allington pull back out. We'll get a couple more competitors in here and keep going with this 2020 Pit Crew Challenge, brought to you by ProEagle Jack, Buggy Whips, and Boxo Tools. If I'm not mistaken, was it Rob McCacken got right around 40 seconds last year? We got Russ Porter with Buggy Whip over here. These things have been lighting up, blinding me all night. Those things are cool.
Thank you. Yeah, we're an American company. We've been around since 1967. Still the original family that owns it. We make everything here in America. 180 LEDs per foot, 1,150 lumens per foot. Run them on trophy trucks, race cars, mining, construction, anything you name it, we're there.
Play cars.
Well, awesome. Hey, do you mind taking the mic? I gotta go help one of my guys.
Sure, why not? So we're here with Blake. We're watching this. What do you think, Blake?
Awesome. These boys are bringing some heat.
Hell yeah, I like the boys in the shorts, man. That was a little cold out there, but they nailed it.
Yeah. I know one of those guys has a little cherry on their knee, but it didn't look like he was phased by all means. Everyone's having a good time. Seems like some family, friends, and supporters are out here for each of these teams cheering them on. So we got 2 UTVs coming up next. This is going to be quite the duel. Everybody's getting prepped up. Who's your money? You think anyone's going to top that 55-second mark?
I don't know, that's pretty fast, man. 55 seconds, that's a quick tire change there for sure. UTV guys, though, they're quick. They may do it.
Absolutely, that hub concentric, man, that's the ticket. But looks like these guys are finalizing their socket sizes and setting up these jacks with the proper height. It's close to go, baby. Looks like both drivers are staying in the cars on this one. Not sure if that's a benefit or something that's going to be a holdback, but we'll see. Here we go. We're going live. Wait a minute. Timers ready?
3, 2,
We're
1.
live. Boys are running, hustling. Let's go. Oh.
Those boys on the right, man, they got it done.
Oh, they're spilling a little. I'm not sure if that's going to add any penalties to that. They spilled about a gallon out on the floor. Here we go. Time is 25 seconds. Pretty quick. All right. Tires off. Tires going back on. We're at 43 seconds. This is looking pretty quick. Get it on there. Oh.
Them boys on the right can't get that thing lined up at all. Man, team on the left is killing it now.
I don't know. Put some hair on it. Oh. We got both impacts running down. Time.
Damn.
1:16 for the winner on that round. All good. We might have to.
Thank you.
That hub concentric I was talking about earlier, man. As you can see right there, both teams kind of struggled with that a little bit, ever so slightly, and that's the beauty of some of these bigger cars. I mean, the side-by-sides have a light tire, only 4 lugs, so obviously everyone's only running 4 lugs in this competition, but with that being said, doesn't seem like that's proven any sort of an advantage so far.
What a great run between James Cantrell, run that Matt Ram 11 machine. About 10 seconds off pace. Thank you everybody for staying tuned in. Ultra4racing.com/live. This is the 2020 Pit Crew Challenge, brought to you by ProEagle, Boxo Tools, and Buggy Whips. Progressive's thrown out some swag once again. There are our official insurance for Ultra 4. Looks like Chuck Crossland in the 4583. He's racing tomorrow in the 4500 Yukon Gear and Axle modified class. Chuck Crossland's been racing with us for a few years. Been a lot of fun. Who else we're going to bring against him? Looks like it's going to be Edwin Abb, possibly. Edwin Abb, right, that's driving Mike Boo's old car. Getting everything lined up, getting the fuel transferred over. Scott Hartman's making sure everybody's lined up, keeping everything in action. The Hammer King safety crew keeping everybody lined out. Getting the Boxo Tools sockets switched over, getting those ProEagle jacks ready to rock and roll. And then we'll light up these Buggy whips.
Yeah, when these whips light up, these boys are running. Like, you can see these guys shuffling hard. I mean, these guys are slipping and sliding everywhere on this this loose dirt because they're bringing the heat. They're going hard. It's entertaining to watch. But looks like these guys got their jacks set, and we're getting ready to go green again.
What a great week of racing it's been. We're giving out over $300,000 in cash prizes this week. Here for the 2020 Nitto King of the Hammers, powered by Optima Battery. Ford stepped up in a huge way this year, so is Progressive Insurance. Nitto Tires been our title sponsor for the last 6 years. We have Griffin Radiator, our original title sponsor, still here on the lake bed with us. Monster Energy stepped up this year, brought their live music stage out, getting everything lined up, getting reset. Looks like we'll be live in 3, 2, 1. Buggy light lit up. Edwin Abb versus Chuck Crossland's team. These guys are hustling.
Yeah, that was a very interesting technique. He straight threw the jug over his shoulder. That was something I have not seen from another team yet. Yeah, it didn't seem like it had its advantages, but it sure did look good.
Chuck Crossland versus Edwin Abbott in the 2020 Pit Crew Challenge, getting their ProEagle jacks thrown under, getting their power tanks lined up, got the Boxo Tools socket spinning, put that tire on the ground. Crossland's got a little lead over Edwin Abbott. Chuck Crossland sitting in the driver's seat. Tires touch the ground. Now they're putting it back on. Who's going to light up this Buggy whip first?
It's tight right now. It's real tight. I hear an impact running. Well,
we're over that minute mark, so Jason Blanton's still safe on this run. He's got 55 seconds.
Yeah, that 55-second mark. Wow, that was, again, blistering fast.
Looks like Crossland lights up that Buggy whip with an unofficial 123. Edwin Abb got an unofficial 127. Great run by both of those teams, but it looks like Jason Blanton's still on top of the box for now. He's been used to that seat most of the day. Jason Blanton brought his A game this week.
Everybody, it's cool to look around and see everybody here with a smile on their face. I'll tell you what. I don't think anyone's having a bad time today, unless you went out there and broke some stuff. But everybody that I've seen walking around the pits in Hammertown looks like they're in high spirit, which makes for a good time always. Yeah,
there's roughly 60,000 people out here on the lake bed with us here in Hammertown. I was lucky enough to take that Ford Raptor down to the Nora 500, teamed up with Gerald Lee and Savvy, raced the Safari class. It was a lot of fun. These Fords are super impressive out here on the lake bed. Speaking of Ford, Lauren Healy with that new power plant is on the pole position Friday morning.
Talk to Shabs from the UK. He's going to be competing, but he's over here part of Europe.
Shabs? We got Shabs over here from the UK. You're across the pond, but you're going to be competing tonight on the Pit Crew Challenge, correct?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we're going to. We've been doing a lot of pit work this last week, so we're limbered up and ready to go.
And do you run around with Jim Marsden a little bit, I would assume?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, he's usually in front of us by a long way, but yeah, we do. Yeah.
So, are you racing tomorrow or Friday?
Hopefully Friday, all being well. Everything has gone pretty tough for us. So.
I think I did hear about you guys. Were you having motor issues or something?
We changed the engine, 2 turbos, a water pump. We've had the gearbox out, pretty much everything.
That is tough break, but I love the spirit. You guys are doing great. So best of luck. You can leave the line Friday morning.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Appreciate it.
It looks like my team's up, so hopefully we can break that minute mark, and I'll catch you after this one.
All right, Blake, good luck. Gonna get his hands dirty. Try to warm up a little bit. We got Jacob, the blonde ambition Versey, teaming up with Blake Vilke. So I got Jason Blanton up here. You got a 55-second run. You're sitting in that lead seat. Now we got Jacob Versey and John Schaefer, it looks like, with that savvy Jeep. How you feeling right now? You've been in that hot seat all day.
Yeah, I feel like I just talked to you.
That's not a bad thing usually, is it?
No, it's not. It's the most talking I've done in a while out here. It's going to be, it's a tight battle. People are getting actually pretty fast out here.
So we've got the 2020 Pit Crew Challenge brought to you by ProEagle Jack, Buggy Whips, and Boxo Tools. It's going to be John Schaefer head-to-head with Jacob Versey. Blake Wilkie, my co-host, is getting his hands dirty.
Wilkie's out here doing it, huh?
We'll see what happens, but lots of actions are happening right here in the middle of Hammertown between the 2 Monster Energy stages. Thank you, everybody back home tuning in. Ultra4racing.com/live. We'll be live 8 a.m. PST in the morning. Be sure to tune in. John Schaefer's getting the low down, getting the jack lined up. So sub-minute, 55 seconds, Blanton.
Yeah, we felt like we made a couple mistakes, actually. We were dropped some lug nuts, and I don't know. I think we could have been faster, but it looks like 55 is working out so far.
How heavy is that Nitto tire?
Really heavy. It's all the heavy.
It's plenty heavy for sure. So we'll see how it shakes out between John Schaefer and Jacob Versey, getting everything lined up, getting the ProEagle Jack put back in its place, the Boxo tool sockets on the end of their power tank. We'll be lighting up some Buggy Whips here in just a couple minutes. This is the Pit Crew Challenge. The wind's blowing again, but it's supposed to warm up later this week. So, Jason, you're taking off in the second row Friday morning, if I'm not mistaken.
We are. We qualified 3rd place today, held first for a while, like all day till power hour. Pretty excited about this second row start. It's going to be an interesting race, chasing down Jason and Lauren, but we'll see how we can do.
And that race will be on corrected time, so they'll be 30 seconds ahead of you, so there'll be some wind to chase, or sorry, some dust to chase if the wind doesn't blow it away.
There'll be a whole lot of dust, but I'm used to driving the dust. We'll see how it goes.
Here we go. We are live. The Buggy Whips lit up. John Schaefer versus Jacob Versey. They're putting the fuel in the tank, getting it all transferred over. Looks like it's going to be close. It's going to be down to the wire, but it looks like Jacob Versey and Blake Wilkie have the edge. Blake Wilkie's grabbing that ProEagle Jack, getting it under the car. Looks like Jacob Versey and Blake Wilkie have a little edge over Schaefer.
They're looking good. Wilkie's going real fast. That team is killing it right now.
Wilkie's team,
Yeah, they're doing great.
Oh, wow.
They are real fast. That was real fast. That tire does not count, though. It weighs like 10 pounds.
It's going to be close. We're at 46 seconds. Are they going to nudge out Jason Blanton to light up that Buggy Whip? It's going to be down to the second. Jacob Versey's so close, but it looks like it's going to be an unofficial 59 seconds for Jacob Versey. Blanton, you still got him by 4 seconds.
Man, I didn't know we were that fast. That's awesome. How many more guys we got?
We got just a couple more to go, it looks like. What a run between John Schaefer, Jacob Versey, Blake Wilkie, really close in the action. Looks like we have one more round to go. We'll see what happens. We'll see if Blanton can stay in this hot seat. 55 seconds by Jason Blanton.
Man, we're doing good. This is the most I've ever heard my name on the TV before.
Do you have any of these Pro Eagle Jacks yet?
We do. We actually got one last year. We did a pit crew challenge. We went up against Rob Mack, and we lost by a few seconds, so we're back for redemption.
Well, it's looking good. You'll get 2 more Jacks tonight if your time stays strong. Jacob Schaefer. John Schaefer, sorry, with the Savvy Jeep. Jacob Versey was just 4 seconds slow. Tough break, but they gave it all. Blake Wilkie really gave it a good run. So, Blake, are you out of breath, buddy?
Yeah, I mean, it gets the blood flow going. I needed that because I was starting to ice over here, but I think we executed what we needed to do. A couple small mistakes, but we kept it cool. No one slipped, and I think we're sitting in second right now. We broke a minute, which is our goal. So, yeah, if we can meet all those other goals throughout the weekend, we're gonna leave here happy campers.
This is the 2020 Pit Crew Challenge brought to you by Pro Eagle Jacks, Boxo Tools, and Buggy Whips. Jason Blanton still has that 55-second run. Looks like we'll have 1 more round to go. We'll get the fuel transferred over, get the Pro Eagle Jacks lined back up, get the Boxo Tools sockets lined out. Then we'll light up these Buggy Whips once again. Been another fun run. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. PST, we'll be kicking off the 4-wheel parts Every Man Challenge. Cade Rod will be taking off the line first. In the 4800 Brannick Motorsports Legends class, we'll have the 4500 Yukon Gear and Axle modified class, and then in the back of the pack we'll ship out the 4600 Spider Tracks stock class. Then Thursday we'll send out the T1s for the Toyo Tire Desert Invitational powered by Monster Energy. That's a $100,000 winner takes all race. Looks like we have the 1223. We talked to him a little bit ago. They're from UK. One of Jim Marsden's buddies. Looks like we're bringing over Bad Donkey Rufus Racing. They've got a whole crew of them. This is the 2020 Pit Crew Challenge, brought to you by Pro Eagle Jack, Boxo Tools, and Buggy Whips. This will be the last one of the night, so we'll see if Jason Blanton's time of 55 seconds can hold. Shabs Pearson versus Chip McLaughlin and Rufus Racing. Got their whole crew over here, getting everything dialed in. This is the last Pit Crew Challenge of the night. We'll see if Jason Blanton takes home the tools, the toolbox, and the 2 jacks. Blake, this has been a good time, hasn't it, buddy?
Yeah, this is chill. If you get what I mean. Yeah, it's cool to see all the teams come together and the guys, and just like I said, again, their friends, family, and everyone cheering like this for their team to bring home a fast time. But looks like we're going green, baby. Timer's ready.
Looks like everybody's getting set.
3,
3, 2, 1. The Buggy Whip light is lit. They're grabbing the fuel. Rufus Racing. It's going to be close. These guys are giving it all they got, spilling a little bit of fuel. But it is water for safety tonight. Looks like the Buggy Whips over on the fuel cell is lit up. They're grabbing the Boxo tool socket. The ProEagle jack. Looks like Rufus Racing has the lead just a tick.
Yeah, these guys might not be familiar with these fuel necks, so they had to figure it out the hard way, but they're jamming now. They're on it.
We're at 40 seconds right now. They've already had the tire down. Rufus Racing really running strong. They got 10 seconds to go to put that Boxo tool socket on, drop the ProEagle jack, and light up this Buggy Whip. But it looks like it may be Jason Blanton taking home the win tonight. Got the Buggy Whips. Buggy Whips lit up for Rufus Racing, unofficially 106. So it looks like it may be Jason Blanton unofficially winning the ProEagle Jack Pit Crew Challenge. They lit up the Buggy Whip lights. The Boxo tool socket's been zinging all night long. Wow, what a night we had, Blake.
Yeah, man, looks like that 55 seconds held out. Shout out to these boys for killing it, man.
So unofficially, Jason, it looks like you won something today, buddy.
Hey, we'll take a win. Let's do this.
Are you going to try to back up your win on Friday?
You know it. That's what we're coming here for.
What a great night for the 2020 Pit Crew Challenge, brought to you by ProEagle Jacks, Buggy Whips, and Boxo Tools. What a great night of competition we've had. Looks like, Chip, you're just about 10 seconds off pace. But the Rufus Racing guys did a great job throwing down some good times, but it looks like unofficially it's going to be Jason Blanton taking home the tools and the jacks. So it looks like everything still is unofficial, but I think it's going to be Jason Blanton. So what a great night we had for the ProEagle Jack Pit Crew Challenge, brought to you by Buggy Whips, Boxo Tools. Unofficially, Jason Blanton won this thing. Be sure to tune in tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. PST. Again, I'm Miles Hasquist alongside Blake Wilkie. What a great night. So, Blake, what a good time, wasn't it, buddy?
Yeah, thank you guys for having me here and having me help you announce this and host this with you. I'm looking forward to anything you guys need in the future, and hopefully next year coming out here and racing my Polaris Razor out here. So that's the goal for next year, to get out here and compete on this level with these fine athletes that were here tonight.
All right, well, it sounds like it is official. Jason Blanton won the Pit Crew Challenge. So thanks again, ProEagle Jacks, Boxo Tools, and Buggy Whips. We're going to sign off tonight. We'll see you guys in the morning. Oh, you're right. Ouch.
Land on your feet hard.
Yeah.
Let 4WP transform your ride with custom packages starting at $19.49. Take your Jeep or truck to the next level with wheels, tires, and suspension, all for one low price. Packages are available now for Tacoma, F-150, GM 1500, and Jeep JL and JK. Want to build your own package? Then let our expert staff help you customize, install, and do your rig right. Shop online at 4WP.com with free pickup at any one of our 95 4WP stores nationwide, with installation available for everything we sell. Now is the time to transform your ride with vehicle packages and accessories at 4 Wheel Parts.
I need it so bad.
It's not just a hobby. It's not just something we do on weekends. It's how we live every day.
Can we go out and play? I needed to try. Needed to fall. I needed your love. I'm fading away. I need never get old.
Your bearings shoulder the burden whenever you tow, haul, or stop the gas. AMSOIL delivers powerful protection for bearings and other critical components so you can drive with confidence. To demonstrate, an independent lab put AMSOIL synthetic motor oil head-to-head against a leading competitor in a 100,000-mile test. AMSOIL provided far superior wear protection and kept engine bearings looking like new. Get your truck the protection it deserves at amsoil.com/engine.
Bring on the punishment. Steel-It polyurethane coating is proven protection. The stainless steel formulation shields against corrosion and protects against the toughest terrain. It's weldable, so there's no need to remove the coating. Just weld right on it. Go to steel-it.com for more.
So King of the Hammers, it's the toughest one-day race in the world as far as I'm concerned.
When you need your winch, that's the only thing that matters. It's about getting to the finish line first. It doesn't matter how you do it.
22 years of off-road racing dominance. Proprietary patented race technology. Proudly made in the USA. Unparalleled customer service and support. The choice of champions. King Shocks, the leader in off-road shock technology.